the end of electric cars, there are insufficient reserves of lithium and cobalt on our planet to produce electric cars. Alternative energy research carried out for a Finnish government agency by Associate Professor Simon Michaud says it's very difficult to impossible to find the necessary lithium and cobalt to meet the world's battery making needs. Referring to Britain's zero emissions target for 2050, Michaud states that there is simply not enough time nor the resources to make it to the current target. To cite just one example of how uncosted net zero is, Michaud notes that theoretically there are enough global reserves of nickel and lithium if they're used exclusively to produce batteries for electric vehicles, but there's not enough cobalt and more reserves will need to be discovered if they exist anywhere else. But the matter becomes worse. All new batteries only have a useful life of 8 to 10 years, so new ones should be produced regularly. This is unlikely to become possible, which suggests that the entire battery solution may need to be rethought, he says. All these problems appear in finding the mass of lithium for ion batteries weighing 286.6 million tons. However, an intermediate power reserve of another 2.5 billion tons of batteries is also required to provide UPS, that is uninterrupted power supply systems that run on battery backup for all other global needs. Of course, this is simply not available for global mineral reserves. From our reserves, he said, Michaud sends a clear warning message. Current expectations are that global industrial enterprises will replace a complex industrial energy ecosystem that took more than a century to build. It was built on the support of the most calorically dense energy source the world has ever known, that's oil, in cheap abundance, with readily available credit and seemingly limitless mineral resources. The replacement, he notes, should only be done when there is very expensive energy, a fragile financial system saturated in debt, and insufficient minerals, oil that is. Most difficult of all, it must be done within a few decades. Based on his calculations, the researcher is of the opinion that the plan to replace the twin internal combustion engines will not work because there's not enough material to make the lithium batteries. This is on Pro News. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.